Hello everyone, this is the chair rig that I've designed. It is labeled pretty straightforward and color-coded as to what controls are actually available. The first thing we'll cover is all the rotation controls. We'll start from the top. We have the seat arm rotation controls that allow for outside flexing. Also, it stretches the seat just a tad, so in a way to simulate a larger person sitting on it, it would smoosh out a bit. All of the controls can be zeroed out and returned to normal positions, of course. Next is the upper chair rotation. This allows you to rotate the chair sideways as if you were spinning the chair. Next, on the side, there are the tilt controls. You can tilt it sideways, left and right, and forward and backwards, of course. The next rotation control is the bottom rotation control. We have for turning the bottom individually. Finally, we have individual rotation controls on each of the wheels, allowing for rotations of the individual wheels as required. Now we'll go back to translation controls. There are only a couple of controls that can only be translated. First is the up and down seat height control, and that allows you to raise and lower the chair as expected with extensions. The next one is the lever control. You can raise and lower the lever as required. And the last one is at the bottom here is the wheel aim control. So wherever this control is, the wheels will actually act like they're being dragged away from that location, if you notice at the bottom, which allows for easy managing. But even with the wheel aim control in place, you can still do individual wheel corrections as needed. Next, we have the translation and rotation controls. We have the seat back, which can be rotated left and right to flex, and then forward and backwards to flex. It can also be translated forward and backwards for even greater control over the movement of the seat back. We also have the bottom control, which is used for moving the chair around the scene while keeping the aim steady at a certain location. You can also rotate the chair as needed to simulate things like it's being picked up and the wheels are dragging downwards. Next, we have our deformation controls. Our deformation controls, we have a seat bottom control, which allows you to simulate the seat being sat on. We have a seat back control, which allows for the seat back to crush as if it was being sat on as well. And we have a lumbar support control, which allows you to kind of puff out the bottom if you wanted to emulate more lumbar support on the chair. So the next controls we'll go over is the global control. The global control has the ability to toggle the breakpoints on and off. The breakpoint controls we'll be covering in just a second, but this control is the primary control for placing the chair in the scene, scaling it, rotating it, and giving it its starting position before you start any animation or moving any of the other controls. Now the last set of controls are the breakpoint controls. The breakpoint controls allow you to select. The first one is the one underneath the pneumatics of the top of the chair. This allows you to literally pick up and move and take the chair top off while still being able to manipulate the other controls, rotate, tilt, the same way you would do anything else. There is also individual disassembly controls for each of the individual cylinders of the pipe that it is on, and there's also one for the chair bottom itself that allows you to just individually move all the components of the chair. Now these components all allow you to pick up, move the chair where you want, pieces around where you want it in the scene, or make it look as broken and decrepit as you want. And that is that. So those are the controls I've installed on this chair and this rig. I hope you enjoy using it. Thank you.